Morning. Today, I'm proud to present my thesis titled The Role of Work-Family Self-Efficacy, Employee Permeability Preference, and Work-Family Enrichment with Work-Life Balance as the Mediator, Evidence on Dual Career Couples. Over the past 20 years, gender role in Indonesia has shifted significantly. Previously, men were the breadwinners, and then women were the homemakers. And then today, both men and women can balance their career and family life. Indonesian Gender Empowerment Index has risen to 75% and 60% of women attend schools, with 46.8% enrolled in university. This shift has led to a dual career couples facing both work-family conflict and work-family enrichment. So my study is focused on work-family enrichment, where surprisingly not discussed much until recently, especially in Indonesia. Although work-family self-efficacy and its link to enrichment have been explored in India, a similar cultural context like Indonesia, it has not been widely discussed in Indonesia. Another area of interest is boundary management, where specifically employee permeability preference or how individuals allow work issues to cross into their family life. Research Germany shows that this can support work-family management, but in Indonesia, research has largely focused on segmentations or flexible work hours, and this study is also introduced work-life balance as the mediator with the idea that perceiving work and family as compatible can promote enrichment. The research problem that I address is that the most studies on positive work-family interrelationship focus on Western context, overlooking the unique dynamics in collectivist country like Indonesia. Additionally, existing literature in Indonesia tends to focus on women in dual career couple, neglecting the broader perspective of work-family enrichment. The research questions are first, the work family self-efficacy positively influence work family enrichment? Second, does employee permeability preference positively affect work family enrichment? Does work-life balance mediate the relationship between work family self-efficacy and work family enrichment? And then lastly, does work-life balance mediate the relationship between employee permeability preference and work family enrichment? The research objectives are first to examine the positive effect of work family self-efficacy on work family enrichment, to examine the positive effect of employee permeability preference on work family enrichment, to examine how work-life balance mediate the relationship between work family self-efficacy and work family enrichment, and lastly, to explore how work-life balance mediate the relationship between employee permeability preference and work-family enrichment. And then this research is contributes to both academic and HR practitioner. For academics, it offers insight to expand our knowledge in human resource management, serve as a reference for future research on work-family topics. And then second is for the practitioner, it provides valuable data for HR policy recommendations and a deeper understanding on their applications. Next is the literature review, which consists of four parts. The first part is called for work family self-efficacy, the first independent variable. Self-efficacy refers to a person's belief in their capability to achieve something, such as thinking, I can finish this job before Saturday, or simply just saying like, I can do this. So this sense of control is linked to work-family relationships, as noted by Baswell and Casper in 2012. For example, someone may believe that I committed to this family and can manage both work and family in balanced way. So with this confidence, they seek ways to balance both areas effectively. The second independent variable is employee permeability preference derived by us for boundary management theory. This theory addresses how we manage border between work and family, either by segmenting or integrating the two domains. So it includes two dimensions. The first one is flexibility, like a physical boundaries, like I work from 9 to 5 and be at home by 6. And then permeability, such as like a psychological boundary, so like thinking about work when at home, and then taking personal calls when you were at work. So my study is focused on integrations spectrums, which allow elements from the work domains to enter family domains. Next is work-life balance serves as the mediator here, reflecting an individual perceptions that work and non-work activities are compatible and support personal growth in line with life priorities. Its antecedents include work-related factors such as job demands and resources, non-work factors such as socioeconomic status and psychological capital, and last, family-related factors like family support and quality time. The outcome of work-life balance include work-related outcomes such as job satisfaction, reduce turnover in tension and career success, as well as family-related outcomes such as family satisfaction, family functioning, and performance. The dependent variable in this thesis are work-family enrichment refers how experience in one role improve the quality of life in another, focusing on work, how work enhance family life. There are three dimensions. First is development, where work enhance skill, knowledge, and behavior, benefiting family dynamics. Then second is affect, where work foster positive emotional state, improving family relationship. And lastly is capital, where work build resources like self-confidence, security, strengthening family resilience. There are some of research generated from work family enrichment, include skills, psychological and physical well-being, social capital, flexibility, and material resources. And then here are the research model and hypothesis. The first one is work family self-efficacy positively influence work family enrichment among DCC. So this is based the assumption that perceiving oneself capable of managing both work and family life will enhance work family enrichment, aligning with Prem Chandra and Priya Darcy in 2019. Second is employee permeability preference is positively influence work family arrangement among dual career couple. And this assumes that integrating work and family life, such as thinking about work and home and sharing successful, lead to enrichment as supported by Daniel and Sonnentek in 2016. Work-life balance mediates the relationship between work, family self-efficacy, and work-family enrichment among DCC. It assumes that high self-efficacy in managing work and family leads to a better balance and fulfillment, consistent with Chan et al. And Selim et al. In 2022. And then lastly, work-life balance mediates the relationship between employee permeability preference and work-family enrichment among DCC. And this hypothesis is assumed that integrating work and family domain enables individuals to leverage skills from both areas, achieving balance and enrichment. Next is the methodology that consists of three parts. And then the first lab research and sampling design. So this study is used a quantitative study with cross-sectional approach. Data was collected using non-probability sampling with a purposive technique. The eligible criteria and sample size following here at all 2019 are detailed in the presentations. Next is the operational definition with include four parts. The first part is work family self-efficacy, defined by Pesule and Casper 2012. This variable is measured using four items for Casper as detailed in the presentations. The second variable is employed the definition from Asford et al. In 2000s, and this study is using four items by trainer about employee permeability preference. The third variable as the mediator is using a definition from Khalid and Brook in 2008, and four items of work-life balance scale from Brook et al. In 2014. And last, work family enrichment definition from Carlson et al., as well as 9 items from him about the work family enrichment. And then third, data was collected using primary data via online questionnaire and Google form. The questionnaire includes three parts: introduction and informed consent, respondent profile, and the main question measured with 5-point Likert scales. And then after the collection, instrument was tested for the validity and reliability. Once the scale was meet the requirement, data analysis was conducted using IBM SPSS version 29 with regression for the first and second hypothesis and the mediation analysis for the third and fourth hypothesis. Chapter 4 covers the data analysis. The questionnaire was distributed to dual career couples in Indonesia from May to June 2024 via social media platforms such as WhatsApp, Instagram, and Twitter, and a total 188 valid responses were collected. Respondent profiles were categorized by a gender, age, education level, occupation, and years living with a partner as detailed in the presentations. And the next is the result of validity and reliability. As you can see, all variables are log or homogeneity spread evenly according to their group, and acceptable indicate a good discriminations. After that, this is the result of descriptive statistic. As you can see, if we look at the mean of each variable, work family self-efficacy has the highest score, indicate that respondents have a high self-efficacy to manage work and family domain. Other than that, the lowest mean showed by employee permeability preference indicate that the respondent prefer to separate work and family domains. Looking at the standard deviations, employee permeability preference has the highest variety of answer, and for work family enrichment has the lowest variety of answer. Next is the correlation stage that show that all variables in this study have linear relationship with significant level of 0.01. In the hypothesis testing, the first and the second hypothesis show a significant p-values less than 0.05. The first hypothesis is supported, indicating a positive relationship between work-family self-efficacy and enrichment. The second hypothesis, however, show a negative relationship, meaning that the expected positive link between employee permeability preference and work-family enrichment is not supported. The adjusted R-score value indicates that 66.4% of work-family enrichment is explained by this variable. The mediation test for the third and fourth hypothesis reveal that work-life balance mediates both relationships. The range between both LCE and both ULCE does not include zero, meeting the requirement for mediations. And then process macro tests confirm a positive indirect effects of work-family self-efficacy on work-family enrichment and a negative indirect effect of employee permeability preference on work-family enrichment. The first hypothesis, which proposed that work-family self-efficacy positively affect work-family enrichment, was supported. So this finding is aligned with research by Gayatri and Karthikeyan 2016, Premchandran and Priyadarshi 2019, and Baswil and Casper in 2012. So in summary, high self-efficacy is lead to a better management of work and family responsibilities, resulting in favorable outcome. The second hypothesis that employee permeability preference positively affect work family enrichment was not supported. This contradicts previous research by Leduc et al. In 2016 and Genial Sonentech 2016 also, which found that integrating work and family is linked to enrichment. So several factors may explain this result. So the first one is spillover theory may not fully explain this finding. So segmentation theory proposed by Rothbard and Ashford suggested that individuals create a boundaries between work and family to simplify their lives. DCC may benefit from segmenting rather than integrating, so allowing them to switch off between work and recover their energy. So work life doesn't always have a positive impact, and segmenting can help them to reduce the stress. Second is that the characteristic of the respondent play a role. So most of the respondents were the private sector employee working in a high pressure environment with strict boundaries, such as limited phone use and then mandatory office attendance. And then additionally, women were dominated the participant pool, and many of them prioritized their role as a wife and a mother. So this cultural expectation may lead a woman to adopt segmentation strategies to balance their roles effectively. And then the third hypothesis, which states that work-life balance mediate the relationship between work-family self-efficacy and work-family enrichment is supported. So the finding correlate with the research by Chan et al., Salim et al., and Wei-Tu et al. So in brief, a positive work-life balance is driven by confidence to managing both work and home is enrichment for dual career couple. And then next, the hypothesis that work-life balance mediate the relationship between employee permeability preference and work-life enrichment is not supported. So this is contrast with Greenhouse and Paul in 2006, who found that integrating work and family roles facilitate the enrichment. And then Clark's border theory and other research suggest that segmentation of work and family domain help to manage dual role effectively, improving family quality and supporting dual career couple well-being. To conclude, when TCC has confidence to manage their dual lives, they will achieve work-family enrichment. Other than that, respondents in this study also prefer to segment work and family, making a boundary impermeable to achieve enrichment. So finally, work-life balance also become a proof as the mediator. So the managerial implication that could consider it is intervention and training to boost self-efficacy, also to conduct boundary work tactics. And the next, the study has several limitations. So the first, the questionnaire was only distributed on social media, which may limit the age range of respondents. Second, other variables relevant to dual career couples were not explored, as not in the presentations, and additionally, the study focused solely on employee permeability preference in boundary management without examining other factor mentions. And then lastly, the demographic scope could be broadened by including more diverse industries and a wider age range, especially individual in their 40s and 50s. And then recommendation include expanding the questionnaire distribution, identifying additional variables, and exploring other aspects of boundary management. Thank you.